When Blue Ivy Carter was born on January 7, 2012, the world felt as though it had been given a front-row seat to the arrival of modern royalty. The daughter of Beyoncé Knowles Carter and Sean Jay-Z Carter came into the world not just as a child of two global superstars, but as a symbol of love, legacy, and hope. From the very beginning, she was celebrated, adored, and protected. Yet what makes her story remarkable is not the fame she was born into. It is the way her parents have carefully raised her to balance that extraordinary life with the simple joys of childhood, nurturing a girl who is not only poised to inherit greatness but also grounded in the values of family, love, and authenticity. For Beyoncé and Jay-Z, Blue Ivy was more than just a child. She was the manifestation of their union, a living reflection of their journey together through triumphs, struggles, and artistry. When Jay-Z released the song Glory Days after her birth, his voice trembled with pride as he spoke about the miracle of her arrival. That track wasn't for charts or accolades, it was a father's love letter, the kind of raw, emotional confession that strips away fame and reveals the pure, universal joy of parenthood. In that moment, Blue Ivy became not only the child of icons, but a reminder to the world that even the most powerful figures are still human, bound by the same awe and gratitude that every new parent feels. Blue Ivy's childhood has been unique in every sense. Unlike most children, she never had anonymity. From the day she was born, her name trended worldwide, her pictures were sought after, and her every move sparked fascination. But Beyoncé and Jay-Z, both veterans of fame's heavy spotlight, understood the dangers of growing up in such scrutiny. They went to great lengths to shield her, offering her as normal a life as possible despite the global stage surrounding their family. What stands out is their determination to let her be a child, to play, to learn, to laugh, to stumble, without every moment being defined by the expectations of others. In her role as the eldest sibling, Blue Ivy has become not just Beyoncé and Jay-Z's daughter, but also a big sister to twins Rumi and Sir Carter. That role, in many ways, has revealed the depth of her maturity. Observers often notice the way she interacts with her younger siblings, gentle, protective, and loving. For Blue Ivy, being a big sister is not about being in the spotlight, but about guiding and nurturing, about ensuring that her younger siblings have the same foundation of love and support that she was given. It is a responsibility she has grown into with grace, reflecting the values her parents have instilled in her from the very beginning. Beyond her siblings, Blue Ivy's bond with her mother is something that resonates deeply with fans around the world. Beyoncé has often described motherhood as her most important role, and that truth shines brightest in her relationship with her daughter. Whether through home videos and documentaries, red carpet appearances, or quiet moments caught by the public eye, their connection is undeniable. Blue Ivy is not just Beyoncé's daughter, she is her companion, her shadow, her reflection. And in many ways, Beyoncé has made sure that her daughter feels empowered in her own identity, never overshadowed by the enormity of her mother's fame. That kind of balance is rare in celebrity families, but it is one of the most remarkable aspects of Blue Ivy's upbringing. Her bond with her father, Jay-Z, is equally meaningful. For a man who built his empire from the ground up, Jay-Z has often spoken about how fatherhood reshaped his perspective on life. With Blue Ivy, he found not just a daughter, but a mirror that challenged him to be better. Their courtside appearances at NBA games, their candid moments together, and the pride in his eyes whenever she steps into the public sphere all speak to the depth of their relationship. Jay-Z, once the stoic and guarded mogul, becomes tender and unguarded in her presence. Blue Ivy brings out a softness in him that is rarely seen, and that bond is one of the most powerful threads in her story. As she has grown older, Blue Ivy has begun to navigate the unique space of being a child of icons. She has accompanied her parents to award shows, stood on global stages, and even accepted Grammys and BET Awards on their behalf. Yet what people consistently notice is not arrogance or entitlement, it is confidence. Blue Ivy does not appear intimidated by the world's attention. Instead, she seems calm, composed, and quietly assured. At an age when many children shy away from the spotlight, she meets it with grace, almost as if she were born knowing that this life, this visibility, was part of her destiny. But what makes her journey so powerful is that she is not being pushed into a mold. Her parents have never forced her to be anything other than herself. When she chose to dance alongside her mother during the Renaissance World Tour, it was her decision, her leap of courage. That willingness to step onto the stage was hers alone, and it signaled something essential. She is growing into her own voice, her own artistry, her own presence. For the audience, watching her perform alongside Beyoncé was a glimpse into the continuity of legacy, a mother passing on not just moves, but spirit, energy, and purpose. Yet beyond the artistry, Blue Ivy represents something much larger. She stands as a symbol of generational legacy in Black culture. She is the child of two pioneers who reshaped music, business, and representation, and she carries that legacy forward simply by existing in spaces that once excluded people who looked like her. Every time she walks onto a stage, appears on a red carpet, or lends her voice to a song, she is not just performing. She is affirming a heritage, a history, and a future. She is proof that legacy is not only about achievements, but about creating pathways for those who come after you. Her influence on young fans cannot be overstated. For children who see her, Blue Ivy is both relatable and aspirational. Relatable, because at her core she is still a child navigating family, school, and growing up. Aspirational, because she shows what it means to stand confidently in your own skin, even when the world is watching. She represents possibility, the idea that you can honor the greatness of those who came before you while still discovering your own path. As Blue Ivy continues to grow, her story is only beginning. She is still a child, still learning, still unfolding into who she will become. But already, she has shown the world that she is more than a name, more than her parents' fame, more than the expectations placed upon her. She is her own person, carrying herself with dignity, love, and promise. In her family bonds, in her moments of artistry, and in her quiet confidence, she reflects the beauty of what it means to grow up surrounded by love and to step boldly into the legacy you were born to inherit. In the years ahead, there will be endless speculation about the path Blue Ivy will choose, whether she will pursue music, dance, business, or something entirely her own. But one thing is certain, whatever she chooses, she will do it with the foundation her parents gave her: family, love, pride, and an unshakable sense of identity. She is not just Beyoncé and Jay-Z's daughter, she is Blue Ivy Carter, and her story is one the world will continue to follow with admiration and wonder. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the remarkable journey of Blue Ivy Carter. If her story of family, love, and legacy inspired you, let it remind you that the greatest inheritance any of us can carry is not wealth or fame, it is the values passed down through love. Like this video if her journey moved you, share it with those who believe in the power of legacy and family, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another story of growth, inspiration, and heritage.